Sydney Sweeney has great genes, a play on words, a pun, which I love.
You guys remember Lindsay Crawford, the host of that pathetic podcast, The Meat Market?
I love that. I love that you don't judge.
She's the same woman defending the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad and trying to lecture anyone about Meghan Sussex. Let's talk about why her opinion is worthless. This is the same person who dismissed the backlash to an ad featuring Sydney Sweeney. Blonde hair, blue eyes, with the tagline, great genes.
American Eagle released an ad with Sydney Sweeney, who has blonde hair and blue eyes, and they used the line, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, a play on words, a pun, which I like.
She told everyone who was offended that they were eating out of the palm of the company's hand, and bragging how American Eagle made $400 million in 48 hours.
To all the people who were offended by the American Eagle ad and were posting up a storm about it, you made the company over $400 million in 48 hours.
She brushed off people calling it a conservative dog whistle. She even called it smart marketing. She downplayed the racial undertones.
People went nuts over this and argued that the campaign was a conservative dog whistle or even Nazi propaganda. People were even accusing the CEO of being a white supremacist.
She dismissed accusations of white supremacy imagery, and she defended it without hesitation.
They're not white supremacists. They're just...
And now we understand why she's hostile to Meghan. Her own words reveal her bias. That's the context she's never going to admit. And unfortunately, I can't tag Lindsay because she has me blocked. But feel free to say hi to her under her TikTok screen name, which is Cactus Crumpet, and on Instagram under UKQT. So when she parrots, what is Meghan hiding? Like she's doing some groundbreaking investigation, it's laughable. She has no proof. All she has is gossip and bitterness.
What is Meghan trying to hide exactly? Reports are that no one in the industry can identify where her spread comes from.
No one in the industry can identify where her spread comes from. And that's called protecting your supply chain. No brand owes anyone that information. High carbon footprint? Show the numbers. Packaging isn't sustainable? Provide a verified audit. And then she throws around the accusation that Meghan is using illegal immigrant labor.
A berry grower suggested that the berries are picked by illegal immigrants, and that's why she doesn't want to disclose too many details.
That's an accusation you can't back up. Those are empty claims recycled to distract from the fact that you simply can't handle Meghan's success. And let's be clear, this isn't about sustainability or labor practices. This is about the fact that Meghan launched a product. It sold out twice, and her recent rosé launch sold 10,000 bottles within the first 10 minutes. The truth hurts, Lindsay, doesn't it? So, Lindsay, you don't get to pose as a credible critic. Not after you've shown your bias. Not after you've defended the indefensible. And not while your entire argument is built on speculation. You're not exposing Meghan. You're exposing yourself. Wait. Why is HRH Jen lurking in my comments? No, genuinely, why are you here? You make entire videos of how Meghan is so cringe, so self-obsessed, so over. But you're in my comments? Liking, saving, creeping, reposting, quiet as your back molars, while that one front tooth tries to carry the whole team. Girl, do you need a hug or a hobby? Because this is giving royal stalker. You've got Union Jacks on your wall and rage in your soul, but somehow you're deep in my feed like Kensington Palace intel. You said Meghan's birthday post was too much, and yet you're here lurking like it's your job. At this point, you're not just pressed, you're embossed. So again, HRH Jen, why are you here? In my main account's comments, is the obsession leaking, or is Snaggletooth just scouting new material? Either way, thanks for the engagement, darling. Make sure to hit save on this one too.
Hold on, who the fuck is this woman? Like, what in the hell is going on? Why are they talking like that?
Wait, hold on. You're asking why they're talking like that? Have you heard yourself?
Who is she?
Oh, Tom, let's start with the basics. You don't talk, you whimper in bullet points. You're not delivering takes. You're leaking insecurities through a microphone. The voice, weak. Unsteady. It sounds like it's trying to escape your mouth before the sentence finishes. That's not coincidence. That's nerves. You call yourself a professional shit talker, but you sound like someone who needs to ask for permission before giving an opinion. You're not sharp. You're not clever. You're a man-child with a mic and no message. You react to everything and build nothing. The face, mousy. The voice, mousy. The energy, mousy. Every reaction you post is a full body panic attack because a woman spoke with clarity. That's emotional instability. You flinch. You grimace. You gasp like someone opened a window and let common sense in. It's performance art from a man-child with zero range and even less presence. Jamie Kern Lima built a billion-dollar company. Meghan Sussex rewrote the rules of royal history. You watched their interview and lost control of your eyebrows, your voice, and your self-respect in one video. That's a meltdown. You're not giving charisma. You're giving crust. You look like you film from the floor because that's where your self-esteem lives. You talk big, but your energy says scared little man-child, begging the algorithm to notice him. You want to be a presence? You're not. You're a punchline. You don't serve looks. You don't serve brains. You don't serve relevance. You serve twitchy reactions and dry skin. You sit there mugging into a camera like that's a skill. It's not. Your face moves more than your point does. You drag your sentences out, hoping they'll sound smarter when they land. They don't. You sound like someone who's rehearsed this in the mirror too many times and still didn't get it right. You're not locked in. You're lost. And the worst part is, you think this is your thing. It's giving incel energy. Oh, Rachel, you really wanted me to see your comment. So much so, you commented 3 times on 2 different videos. Girl, I am not the one. And if you're sending me a Barbara K opinion column from the National Post is going to prove anything, you've already lost. The National Post might be fine for hard news, but it leans right. It's owned by Post Media, and it serves conservative talking points. And you didn't even bring reporting. You brought an opinion piece. Barbara K didn't investigate. Jessica Mulroney handed her 8 pages of printed texts. Cherry-picked to make herself look good. No verification. That's not journalism. That's a press release. She never went to the press. So what? Why would she? She's the one who threatened Sasha Exeter. And it's been documented in magazines, interviews, and public statements. And your big proof link? It doesn't even work. You're holding up broken receipts. Jessica Mulroney wasn't exonerated. An opinion column isn't an inquiry, a report, or proof. It's one writer publishing one side of the story that Jessica packaged for her. That's not clearing your name. That's just controlling the narrative. And if you can't tell the difference, you shouldn't be talking about credibility. And you, calling yourself a celebrity makeup and hairstylist, have no public proof you've styled an actual recognizable celebrity. Bridal parties aren't celebrity work. But yet here you are, waving around a biased op-ed like it's a legal verdict. That's embarrassing. That's amateur. It's telling me you don't have facts. So you're clinging onto a columnist's spin like it's a smoking gun. All you did was confirm you don't know the difference between evidence and opinion. And you typed it out for everyone to see.
Now these pictures have been leaked to TMZ. They have no statement released. They're not all annoyed how do these pictures go out? How come we don't see any annoyance coming from them? How come they're not annoyed about that? How they're okay with everything? Screams, PR schemes, them leaking the photos, happily leaking it to their favorites and their squads, whoever.
Hans, before we talk about your Harry and Meghan PR stunt theory, we need to talk about your own words. You defended Sydney Sweeney's Levi's ad. You called it gorgeous and brilliant marketing. You said people were overreacting over the white supremacy undertones.
I get baffled when I see people overreacting for no reason, because I think now it's starting to be a big controversy about white supremacy, and I'm like, what in the world are we talking about?
You praised her as a typical blue-eyed blonde bombshell.
And she is the typical blue-eyed blonde bombshell.
But when Beyonce did the Levi's campaign, you called it disgusting.
that's disgusting, in my opinion. This is really disgusting what they've done with this entire campaign. I think
I see the pattern. We all do. Your own words show bias. You defend white women while attacking women of color. That is internalized racism. The sad irony is you don't see white supremacy as an Indian woman whose country was colonized by it. Now you're pushing the same narrative about Meghan Sussex. You claim that Harry and Meghan leaked their August 1st TMZ beach photos. TMZ's article stated the date, the location, and the activity. Santa Claus Beach in Carpinteria, California. Archie taking surf lessons. Page 6 and InStyle confirmed the same recent photos. This was standard paparazzi coverage. You ignore that reality. You frame ordinary events as calculated moves. You decide in advance that Meghan is desperate for attention. You repeat that storyline regardless of the facts. Meghan and Harry do not need TMZ to stay relevant. They trend worldwide with a single post. The only one keeping them in your rotation is you. And of course, I can't tag Haz because she has me blocked. Another one who has me blocked. So if you would like to say hi, especially the Bayhive, I'll put her screen name on the screen.
Meghan, I have decoded your fashion in one of my videos, especially your Nigeria tour and your ridiculous Cambodia tour.
The audacity of people who clearly don't have any fashion sense. Miss Thing, let's get something clear. You chose to go after Meghan Sussex's fashion, beauty, business, and choices. So the question is, have you looked in the mirror lately? And what in your track record says you have the authority to critique Meghan? Taste is not about owning clothes. It's about understanding proportions, fabric, color theory, and cultural context. It's about knowing why something works, not just saying it doesn't. Nothing in your commentary or your wardrobe shows you have that knowledge. You spent time speculating on whether her friends liked her jam. Meanwhile, her jam sold out twice. Her wine was reviewed by Vogue, who hired an award-winning sommelier. That said, the technical execution is solid. The flavor profile is compelling, and the structure says this drink will drink well for the next year or two. Her latest wine drop, the Napa Valley 2024 Rosé, sold 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes. 10,000. Sip on that to wash out all your bitterness. You held YouTube dislikes as proof? Dislikes are not a reliable analytic. Beyonce's Super Bowl performance had them. Michelle Obama's speech had them. Public backlash often reflects audience racial bias, not dislikes. Then you moved to fashion. Meghan Sussex has been styled by Givenchy, Dior, Carolina Herrera, and Proenza Schuler. Those brands operate in an arena of precision and influence. A credible critic would speak about construction, fit, and narrative. You did not. Your opinion is just noise, especially when it's coming from someone wearing a black tank top that looks like it was found on the floor of a homeless shelter. Meanwhile, InStyle magazine called her a modern-day fashion icon. I'll take their fashion opinion over yours. And it's such a shame you're a woman of a certain cultural background, praising the British monarchy. This is the same institution that colonized your country, starved your people, erased your history, and still displays the Kohinoor diamond on top of their crown and still won't give it back. That choice raises questions about your integrity. You're not presenting informed analysis. You're presenting bias without substance. Meghan walked away from an institution with her dignity. But you call that a flaw because you still opine for its approval. Meanwhile, you're kissing the feet of the institution that wouldn't let your grandfather use the front door with dignity. And let's not forget about this little comment.
You are extremely average. There is no beauty here.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel.
You're not an authority on style and beauty, but what you are is forgettable, replaceable, and unimpressive.
Do you have any thoughts about the lady that the Prince of Wales should marry?
Yes. Well, I suppose, you see, it's really difficult because you've got to remember that when you marry, in my position, you're going to marry somebody who perhaps one day is going to become queen. And you've got to choose somebody very carefully, I think. And it's got to be somebody pretty special, because if you choose somebody who isn't used to it, it can, I think, probably cause.
So it's the early 2000s. I live in a predominantly white suburb. Standing in my front yard, my next door neighbor walks over to me and says, "You know who's moving into that house?" I said, "I have no idea." "Is that a black family?" "Why do they always have to whisper it?" I said, "And? Well, aren't you nervous that a black family's moving into our neighborhood?" I said, "Hell no, this isn't the 1960s. In fact, I hope they have kids to play with my kids. I hope they have a cute daughter that's willing to date my son." She was appalled. Well, it turns out they did have a cute daughter. We love that kid. She's having a graduation party. We're invited. Walk across the lawns with our gift. We're the only white people there. But the music's kicking. The people couldn't be more welcoming and fun. And the barbecue was fucking amazing. Best graduation party I'd ever been to. I went up to the dad afterwards and I said, "Dude, we got to do this more. Fuck racist."
And then another thing you're really well known for is your work within Veterans Affairs with your foundation. Another person who's also highly involved in Veterans Affairs is Prince Harry. Would you ever be interested in collaborating him or working with him in some sort of capacity?
You know, I actually did the Invictus Games at one point. I didn't meet Harry at that time, but my band went down and played for all the Wounded Warriors at the Invictus Games in Orlando when the event was at Disney World, and I had a great opportunity to get in front of a lot of great heroes from around the world and support them with the music and give them a little bit. So in a small way, you know, Harry and I have worked together.
Would you want to maybe in the future?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You know, I'm in this for good. I mean, it's a full-time thing, the Gary Sinise Foundation. So we're always operating all across the country and around the world in different ways, trying to support the men and women who serve our country.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Hello, my people, Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome. And to my returning subscribers, you all know I love you. Guys, y'all got the new yacht girl in the palace. And this time, she is from Buckingham Palace. Camilla, the Queen Mistress, the home wrecker. So the home wrecker actually went on yacht this time. So it's just a competition with Mambos all the time. But you know, Mambos is actually certified yacht girl. So Camilla was just going. Camilla is actually the certified mistress of them, the queen mistress of them all. She did good. Guess what? That girl. Y'all know what? Sometimes y'all gotta give some people what. Y'all gotta give it to some people. Y'all, I tell you, I ain't never seen any mistress on this planet becoming queen. This is like the first time I seen Alice couple, who was Camilla's great grandmama. That Alice couple was with King Buddy, Queen Victoria's son. Y'all know that that king, Buddy guy. Y'all know him. So Alice couple, Camilla's great grandmama used to be his mistress. I mean, legal one, who was even given all those golds and diamonds that Camilla be wearing sometimes. They came from a legitimate king of England who was Queen Victoria's son, who inherited that throne. So she came from a long line of those people, and she worked her way up there. Girl, y'all gotta give it to this girl. Y'all gotta give it to her because, woo! And this time here, the queen of the yachts, Mambos, got leaked to the media by the Greece media, and I believe Camilla did give those info there. And the time that Camilla took her turn, also went on one of them Saudi yachts, Mambos, and I believe with her ex, what y'all call him? Oh gosh, did y'all hear this? nowadays he want y'all guys to call him sir. Cookies and cream. What do you call this guy? Sir what? You got some sir something, it starts with P. I forgot that name. That cookies and cream knows that. Cookies and cream. You better drop that name down here. Sir what? Sir P something? Yeah, cookies and cream know who these people really were since all this while. You know, my queen, I love you. You probably just have some kind of telepathy. You knew that this guy was gonna impose to the world for the people to call him by different title. And you know that dude Prince. That dude got all the power. He got big titles. Got all the Prince of Wales and all those stuff behind his name. And Duke of some stuff, Duke of Cornwall, and all those cute stuff behind the name, but he like no. Even this little tiny bitty of those titles down here, before you know, he's gonna turn into Lord too. Right now he's a sir. Wait a minute, because that guy got personality disorder, and with that personality disorder, everything changes. One day you wake up in a mood to be called this name, and next day you gotta be wanted to be called a different name. It's a personality disorder. Look for DSM book, or look for the definition of this one here on Google. Dr. Google got lots of stuff. They're gonna tell you what personality disorder is. That dude be changing. Yeah, now y'all guys gonna call me sir. So that sir has been leaking everything on his stepmother, and the stepmother is also leaking the same thing. But I'm telling you, Bulliam, you are gonna put it up with this lady when if you guys, I don't know what God has in store. If she gonna go before your daddy, or your daddy gonna go before her. But I'm telling you, that girl did not come to play with you. If you remember what used to happen around that monarchy long back in the day, everything that you telling all those are your uncle Andy, be careful, brother. I'm telling you, be careful, because that monarchy, that same monarchy, unalived lots of people. Lots of people just traveled. They went here like that without even buying no damn ticket. They took free ticket here. I tell you, I don't want to say too much stuff here, because you know I want my video to be going through and all the system, all them AI system that be targeting my videos, and also targeting our wonderful brother, the Notorious JTB's videos being also targeted on TikTok there. So y'all go down there, also stop by the brother's channel and bless the brother, share his videos and give him a follow on Instagram, the Notorious JTB. If you look for him everywhere, you're gonna find his channels. And also the Night of Success is also one of his backup channels, and also the Notorious JTB _2.0. Y'all need to follow my brother there, okay? Yeah, he's doing Lord's work down here, brother. And we saw your video that you posted about your weight loss journey, brother. You doing good. The squad is proud of you, and with all the weight and without weight and everything, you are still a wonderful, beautiful man. God bless you, my brother. JTB _2.0 JTB, the Notorious JTB, and also the Night of Success. Y'all go follow him on TikTok and also on Instagram. Yes. So let's go back to this Sir Bully. Sir Bully, just keep threatening people in your family like that. Keep doing what you do, and I'm telling you, that Queen Mistress. The Queen Mistress did not come there to play. That Queen came and played smart, and right now the Queen got is sitting on that chair. Y'all call her what? Consort? No, her husband says she's a full-blown queen. And y'all, you called her queen, princess, cohort or consort. I don't know whatever those titles are, but I tell you, that girl be sitting down there and they be calling her the Queen of England right now. And I'm telling you, you don't know what she has in store for you. She just stop pulling those nonsense, start telling on each other, because guess what? We enjoying it down here because we getting news. We getting the news that is bringing you a terrible, rotten reputation, selfishness out here, and and exposing how y'all guys are using the taxpayers' money and also hanging around the politicians, and then you saying you are a politics, you are a monarchy with no power, you do not want to hang around politics, and you do not want to make any political decision. But guess what? In that court, you got Charlie's signature everywhere. And did y'all guys see the article where this lady, that queen, the queen mistress, asking her husband to stop this sir guy, this sir bully sir? So when this bitch is saying like that, I tell bitch don't play. I'm just gonna shut up and mind my business. Please subscribe to all the success friendly channels out there. Go on TikTok and follow all of them, and on Instagram, and on YouTube, on Facebook, follow all of our wonderful success squad, and also on Twitter. So sir bully, I'm telling you, watch out with Queen Mistress. Queen Mistress don't be playing, I tell you that. You not playing, right, brother? Bye family, I'll talk to you guys again later.